Good morning. There is a news which is going on very seriously with respect to a removal of the Chief Justice of India. Congress party, along with some other political parties, have initiated the procedure for the removal of Chief Justice of India, Justice Deepak Mishra. Regarding that, I would like to discuss with you today. But before we go ahead, let me tell you one point very clearly. In the Supreme Court, the permissible strength as of now is 31. Of course, there are some vacancies. But if you look at the Supreme Court, there is one CJI, Chief Justice of India, plus 30 other judges. Altogether, the number is becoming 31. And one point, let's make it very, very clear that there is no procedure which is separately mentioned for the removal of CJI. No special and specific procedure. All the judges in the Supreme Court, including CJI, are removed in the same manner. The Constitution makes it very clear. A judge of Supreme Court, a judge will also include Chief Justice of India. A judge of Supreme Court can be removed from the office on the grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity. Meaning, the Constitution has given two reasons. Either it should be proved misbehavior or it should be incapacity. On any of these two grounds, so you can remove a judge. That also includes the Chief Justice of India. So regarding that, I would like to tell you now. First of all, one possible question with respect to any competitive examination is that so far, how many Supreme Court judges have been removed? Answer is 0. But in the year 1993, so there was a procedure that was moved against removal of one of the judges in the Supreme Court by name Justice V. Ramaswamy. The procedure was initiated in the Lok Sabha, but later it was stalled. So meaning he survived. So after that, so there were certain allegations now and then. But when it comes to the Chief Justice of India, for the first time in the history of India, a procedure has been taken out very seriously for removing the CJI. Whether he will be removed or not, that we need to wait and watch. Anyways, the current Chief Justice of India, Justice Deepak Mishra, is going to get retired on October 2nd, 2018. Few months are left. This time itself is sufficient for removing the CJI. But we really doubt whether it is possible because it has been moved by Congress party and some other political parties. Let me tell you how exactly the removal procedure will take place. And kindly remember, whatever the procedure I am going to tell you regarding removal of a judge of Supreme Court, the same procedure is also applicable for High Court judges, CAG, and Chief Election Commissioner. So please remember this. So tomorrow, whatever may be the question in the examination, so you should be able to apply this. So now let me tell you. If you want to remove a judge of Supreme Court, including CJI, first of all, the procedure has to be initiated in the Parliament. And kindly remember, Supreme Court judges are appointed by the President after following the recommendations that are given by Supreme Court Collegium. All right. But when it comes to the appointment is made by the President of India. Similarly, a judge of Supreme Court is also removed by the President. But President comes at the end. Before that, a huge procedure that will take place in the Parliament, and which is really a tedious one, which is very difficult to pass it. Only after that, a judge can be removed. And because of this particular procedure, it was very difficult for the Parliament to remove the Supreme Court judges. And deliberately it was done to provide independence to the judiciary, so that the judicial members will not be coming under the pressure and clutches of the executive. So this is how it is made. So now let me tell you how exactly the procedure begins and how exactly the procedure ends. If you want to remove a judge of Supreme Court, first of all, some accusations must be raised. Allegations must be raised either in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha. In any house, either in the Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha, you can initiate the procedure. You can initiate the procedure by making certain charges. So maybe corruption, maybe embezzlement of funds, maybe something. So you have to raise certain allegations. And if you want to start the procedure in the Lok Sabha, at least 100 members of the Lok Sabha must sign and send a notice to the speaker. Meaning, speaker is coming into the picture and playing a role here. So at least 100 members in the Lok Sabha must sign and send a notice to the speaker, asking the speaker to initiate the procedure for the removal of the judge. So in that particular notice, the 100 members, minimum 100 members, maybe more than that, they have to highlight the concepts like how exactly the misbehavior is coming into picture. This misbehavior is an allegation, that is an accusation, and that misbehavior must be proved. For this reason, what will happen? Speaker will constitute a three-member committee. Speaker will constitute a three-member committee, and in the three-member committee, so you have three members. The name itself is indicating. First one is either Chief Justice of India or any other judge of Supreme Court. Number one, either CJI or any other judge of the Supreme Court. Why this R is coming into picture? Because here, in the first case itself, in the current case, so you are trying to remove the CJI itself. So when you are trying to remove the CJI, the same CJI cannot be a member in the three-member committee. Obviously, you will pick up some other judge from the Supreme Court to be a member here. That is the reason why this provision has been given. Either it is the Chief Justice of India or any other judge of the Supreme Court. Second person. How many high courts we have in India? 24 high courts we have. In every high court, I have a Chief Justice and some other judges. Right? So now, out of this 24, you can pick up any Chief Justice of High Court. So a Chief Justice of any High Court will be a member. And third person is a distinguished jurist. Distinguished jurist means is a person with lots of legal backgrounds. Generally, the senior most advocates of the Supreme Court are considered to be the distinguished jurist. And with these three members, a committee will be constituted. I repeat, either CJI or any other judge of the Supreme Court. Number two, Chief Justice of any High Court. Number three, distinguished jurist. So now the committee has been constituted. So these allegations are placed before the committee, and the committee will start investigating into that. After that, once investigation is over, it will try to gather more information from the members. It will try to question the concerned judge or the CJI, so who is under the these allegations. So now, after this, the three-member committee will generate a report, and the report will be submitted to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. And the Speaker will place the report before the Lok Sabha, where all the members of the Lok Sabha will take part in the discussion. Some members may say, yes, he has to be removed. Some members may say, the allegations are not serious, he need not be removed. Discussions will take place during the time. The concerned judge will be asked to appear before the Lok Sabha. So that what will happen, Lok Sabha members will pose the question. At the same time, you are also giving a chance to the concerned judge to defend himself. So that what will happen, so you are hearing him. Without hearing someone, without giving a chance to someone to defend himself, you cannot remove. So because you have to prove that. That's the reason why concerned judge will be asked and to appear, and he will be given an opportunity to defend. Once it is over, then Lok Sabha will go for the voting. If a resolution is passed with a special majority, if a resolution is passed with a special majority, then the scene will be shifted to Rajya Sabha. If the resolution is not passed, nothing will happen. If it is passed, it will be shifted to the second house, that is Rajya Sabha. In the Rajya Sabha also, discussion will take place, voting will take place. If it is passed by, if the resolution is passed by two-thirds majority again, then the president comes into the picture and removes the consent judge. And all these things should happen only in the single session. Only in single session, it should not be bifurcated into two sessions. That is the reason why, if you look at the removal of current CJI, the procedure has to be completed in the coming session. Clear? Because later what will happen, so he is going to get retired. But so we have doubts whether he'll be removed, whether he can be removed, whether until and unless the ruling party BJP is not supporting, passing this one is really a difficult task. But it became a big news because this is directly against the Chief Justice of India, who is considered to be the topmost authority in the Indian judicial system. Clear? So this is number one. Number two, if you want to initiate the procedure in the Rajya Sabha, in Rajya Sabha also it can be initiated. Say, for example, the removal process of the current CJI Justice Deepak Mishra, the procedure has been initiated by Rajya Sabha members. If it is Rajya Sabha, minimum 50 members must sign and notice must be given to the chairman of Rajya Sabha. And out of these existing members here, Rajya Sabha, 71 members have signed and they have given the notice to the chairman of Rajya Sabha, Shri Venkaiah Naidu. And now the notice is there with the chairman. Of course, out of the 71 members, few members got retired very recently, but even then, the number is larger than 50. Hence, it has been accepted by Shri Venkaiah Naidu. Now, what will happen? The chairman of Rajya Sabha will constitute a three-member committee, same three-member committee, right? And they will submit a report back to Rajya Sabha, and the chairman will place the report before the Rajya Sabha. Discussions will take place, and during the time, the concerned judge will be asked to appear before the Rajya Sabha to defend himself and to give explanation. After that, if a resolution is passed with a special majority, then the scene will be shifted to Lok Sabha. In the Lok Sabha, if the resolution is passed again with a special majority, then the President of India will be removing the concerned judge. Clear? So, but whether it is going to happen in the case of the CJI, we need to wait and watch. But otherwise, please remember, no Supreme Court judge has been removed so far. No High Court judge has been removed so far. No CAG has been removed so far. No Chief Election Commissioner has been removed so far in this particular manner. But with respect to High Court, there are certain examples. It happened in the year 2012. It was Justice Soumitra Sen, a judge of Calcutta High Court. So there was an allegation against him with respect to embezzlement of the funds. During that time, procedure was initiated in the Rajya Sabha. Three-member committee has been constituted. Report has been submitted, placed before the Rajya Sabha. Justice Soumitra Sen was summoned to the Rajya Sabha. He was posed the questions. He tried to defend himself. After that, Rajya Sabha passed a resolution with a special majority, and next day it is supposed to go to Lok Sabha, and it is supposed to be passed in the Lok Sabha. But during that night, Justice Soumitra Sen submitted the resignation. And there is a provision for the judges that once a judge submits a resignation letter, that is considered to be accepted. With respect to other services, if they submit the resignation also, it takes some time for the acceptance of that. But there is no such provision for judges. The moment the resignation is submitted, it is considered to be accepted. It was submitted by Justice Soumitra Sen during the time, and that is the reason why once a person resigned, how do you remove him? Hence, no procedure was followed in the Lok Sabha and he survived. Otherwise, Justice Soumitra Sen could have become the first judge in India to be removed. During the same time, there was another person by name Justice P.D. Dinakaran. He was the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court. Allegations were made, lawyers were out during the time, and they protested against their own Chief Justice, and he was transferred to Sikkim High Court. Later, he was asked to go on leave. Procedure was initiated against him. Procedure was initiated in the Rajya Sabha, and three-member committee has been constituted. A report has been submitted, and before the discussion takes place, Justice P.D. Dinakaran also submitted the resignation, and he, this is survived. That is the reason why, if there is a question in the examination, who was the first Supreme Court judge to be removed, who was the first High Court judge to be removed, who was the first CAG that was removed, who was the first Chief Election Commissioner that was removed, please make a note, nobody was removed so far. Am I clear? And now it's a big debate because we are discussing about the Chief Justice of India, directly Justice Deepak Mishra. But I don't think this is going to happen again, because we have just one session ahead, and in this session itself, you need to complete this. If he is really removed, then it will become a very, very, very serious issue. And the allegations against him, as per the members who signed the notice, is that the acts that were performed by him will be falling under the concept of misbehavior. Right? Constitution has not mentioned the word corruption. Please make a note of this. And corruption concept will be a part of the misbehavior, but that has to be proved. Clear? Maybe because of this education trust, or the land that was allotted to him was cancelled in the year 1985, but he did not surrender the land up to the year 2012. Right? And in the year 2012, after he was elevated to the Supreme Court, then only he surrendered the land. Like this, certain allegations are there. And at the same time, the CJI in the recent class also I discussed. So he is behaving like a master of the roasters. So obviously he is a dominant person, and he will decide what are the cases and to which type of benches it should be given. Everything will be decided by the CJI. That's the reason why 4 senior most judges also raised voice against the CJI in the recent past. Everything we discussed in the current affairs. Clear? But whatever is happening now, which is a very, 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 very serious aspect. And let's just, this watch what exactly is going to happen. Clear? And it became a big issue because it's happening directly against the Chief Justice of India. Okay, and let's wait and watch for this. So, and thank you so much for being with me this morning. In fact, with respect to all the current affairs classes, please follow the classes very clearly and very regularly, and you will be getting this a number of questions in the examination from current affairs, and you will be able to answer these questions. Plus, we also initiated, as I told you, from March 1st onwards, 15 questions are being uploaded on day-to-day basis, and these 15 questions you are expected to answer. So these are all available to you, all my friends, at free of cost. So you can just make use of that, and please follow these questions very regularly, so that what will happen, it becomes easy and you will be in touch with day-to-day current affairs. So when you go to the examination, answering those questions will become very easy for you, and you will be scoring highest with respect to current affairs. And obviously, so you will be there in the success list. So my support will continue like this. Thank you so much for being with me this morning, and have a wonderful Monday. Thank you so much.